Luma Safe for all your reflective sportswear. When's the last time you were out running wearing one of those headlights? Or a reflective vest? And you felt kind of dorky. You thought, how cool could I be wearing a Luma Safe sweatshirt with reflection, ultra reflective material front and back? You would look not only fashionable, but you'd look safe. And isn't that really the most important thing? Hello, user. Hello, Dennis Kin, Frenchie, Candace, Volunteer Machinery. It's colder than I thought outside. I might have changed my plans if I knew this was going to be the way it was. I knew this was going to be the way it was. There was a movie once called The Way We Were, I think. Feel it starred Barbara Streisand. I'm not totally sure, and I don't ever think I even saw it, but it's what I'm thinking about, and it's where my mind goes. It's a wonderful world joined. I love them. Hello, Babs. Hello, Patrick. Hello, Sweetie, Master Trainer, Red. Oh, I'm on location today. I am on location. Hello, Robert and Bon, and Aussie, and DJ, and anybody else I'm missing. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. What day is it? It's Thursday morning. It is about 6:17 or so. I say or so because I'm reading off a digital watch, not a digital watch, an old-fashioned kind of non-cell connected watch. And yesterday I said the time and somebody scolded me because I wasn't exactly right. It's a problem with modern technology. You have the power to be exactly right at all times in terms of, time, calculations, information. The whole world is at your fingertips. But anyway, so happy Thursday. And I think it's April 18th. Where am I at? It looks cold. It's not that cold, although you can see the steam blowing. It's colder than I thought. If I wasn't using my phone, I could be exactly right and look up what temperature it is right now. But I'm going to guess it might be upper 30s. I woke up this morning warm and safe in bed, and I go, hey, I got a lot to do. Let's go out and do it. Let's take on the world. Let's get started and accomplish some things that I need to accomplish today. And I rode my scooter to my closest Starbucks, hoping it would be open just before 6. And I'll tell you what, it was. And got myself a coffee, got myself a water, fortunately brought my gloves and my favorite almost teal blue hat. But I'm coming at you from Naperville, Illinois, which is a town of about 150,000 people, about 35 miles west of Chicago. And Marvin, thank you so much for following the creator. And Tammy, thank you so much for joining me from Missouri. I so appreciate you guys for hopping on this morning and listening to some guy talk that hasn't been able to put a plan together other than the next 2 steps that he's going to take. And the next 2 steps I was going to take this morning when I woke up in bed was hop on my scooter, ride to Starbucks, and do my live show outside of the Starbucks if everything worked out okay. And everything seemed to have worked out okay because here I am doing my show. But anyway, again, this is Coffee with Ken, and good morning to you. This is a show I started some time ago. It's a show about me talking and, sharing some crazy experiences or sharing a little bit about life and sharing a little bit about the ups and downs that we all have. It's a show I started 5 years ago and a show I keep No, I thought it was pretty good right over there. Try to switch the angle on you. Tried to switch the angle. Patrick O'Brien followed the live creator. I so appreciate that, Patrick O'Brien. I want to get to my good side. Maybe if I kind of go like, keep hitting things on the table. Keep hitting things on the table. There we go. I don't know if that's a cool angle or not. I was kind of hoping to get the sunrise, but the sunrise is down. The sunrise has fallen. So I'm just going to go back to original angle and keep on talking. But again, I said I don't plan further than the next two steps that are in front of me, and that's not necessarily intentional. That is just, there's a garbage truck passing. Want to see it? There it goes. Garbage trucks are darn loud. That's not intentional. It's that I've realized sometimes when you kind of get in trouble, and trouble can come in all sorts of strange forms. It could be a divorce, it could be a health issue, it could be a financial crisis, a job loss. And if you get a couple of those together, you can be in a lot of trouble pretty quickly. But anyway, when trouble strikes, it's sometimes hard to plan too far ahead because you don't have all the answers. And the only thing that's clear to you is the, next couple feet in front of your face. So you do your best and you deal with the information you have in front of you, and you take those next two steps, and then you reevaluate and you take the next two steps after that. I am at Naperville, Illinois, just outside of Chicago. Somebody asked again. It feels a little chillier than I expected. But anyway, for those that have been watching a while, you know it's not just a show about me talking. For those that have been watching a while, gotta have my sleeve up. Although I don't really need the sleeve with my gloves on today. My fingers wouldn't burn. But I like to think the sleeve keeps it just a little bit more insulated. We're going to find out shortly. Again, I have a hot cup of coffee in front of me. It's the dark roast by Starbucks. It's whatever they serve me. And I am so excited to have my first sip. And yes, it's got some cream in it for anybody wondering. My hope is wherever you are, whatever you're doing, that you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. It's nice. It's nice. Been doing this show at home for the last several months. For a while, I was doing it at Starbucks. I guess over the last several months, it's been pretty cold. But for some reason, the morning caught me. And I said, hey, let's go. Let's go. Let's just do it and see what happens. And I grabbed my work bag because I got a lot of work to do today. And I got a lot of stuff I got to kind of figure out in life. Like Irish said, Patrick O'Brien said, I'm Irish. I've been ducking trouble my whole life. My last name's Tracy, which is an Irish name as well. So maybe I was born to this life. Maybe it wasn't the decisions I've made or the choices I've made or what have you. It's because I'm Irish. The decisions I've made or the choices I've made or what have you. It's because I'm Irish. Little did I know. But let's have a little more coffee. Tammy's making her own latte. Good for you. You got to bring your own beer. This is an umbrella. It's kind of bothering me. Does it bother you guys at all? I don't know. I always edit these videos and go back and cut them up, and I'm wondering, and I post them as shorts and TikToks and Reels on various social media platforms, causing my social media audience to explode. Good morning, RJ. I was worried you weren't going to be on today. And after I post all those, when I go back to edit all these live videos, I mean, I can't help but say, hey, that was good lighting, or hey, that shirt looked really nice on you, Ken. And now when I edit this video, I'm going to look back and I'm going to see this big umbrella looming in the backdrop. And people are going to be going, what is that? What do you think? Should I move it? Somebody answer me. First person that answers, good morning, Burr. Must be chilly out. Laura, it is chilly out. It's in the 30s, I think. I thought it was going to be warmer. Should I move it or should I leave it? The umbrella. Come on, we have crucial questions. I mean, I guess I could leave it. I guess I'll leave it until somebody tells me to move it. All right. RJ says he likes the umbrella. I'll leave it. Adds a little character. And what this show needs is a little character. A little character and a little coffee. Summer days warned me to watch out for bats. I'm not sure why. Why would I be watching out for bats? Would there be bats living in the umbrella? My last house I lived in a tiny little 2-bedroom, 1-bath home on the north side of town. And when I was a kid, I think I didn't know you could see bats so easily, but I'd have a buddy over, we'd be sitting out on the front, or I'd be just sitting on the front patio, and right around dusk during the summer, bats would be swarming. They'd be swarming. They'd come up and almost hit you in the face. And it was, I don't know, kind of scary. I'm a bald man. I am a bald man. And because of that, I don't think a bat would get caught in my hair. But it was still kind of somewhat scary. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to watch movies about vampires and vampire bats and getting your blood sucked and all these other things. I know bats are good for us. And they eat a hazard of doing my live show outside of Starbucks is the garbage trucks tend to go by. So I shouldn't complain. I'm just fortunate to have my coffee. And I cannot tell you how fortunate I am to have my coffee today to go by. So I shouldn't complain. I'm just fortunate to have my coffee. And I cannot tell you how fortunate I am to have my coffee today. I really go by. So I shouldn't complain. I'm just fortunate to have my coffee. And I cannot tell you how fortunate I am to have my coffee today. Does that work? Does that work? Does that work? Does it work? Good connection. Good connection. I apologize to anybody that was struggling with the connection. Apparently, the Wi-Fi from this Starbucks is stretching its power out here at the patio, which is unfortunate for those that like sitting on the patio. Oh, my viewership got cut in half. I was up to 40 people watching. And then my connection got a little glitchy, and I had to get off Wi-Fi. But if these are the worst things that happened to me today, that my connection during a live show got a little glitchy, it's probably going to be a good day. So I thank everybody for hanging with me through my technical difficulties. Breathe wants to know. Breathe. Everybody breathe. Just do that. Try that again. One more. Feels so good. Somebody named Breathe264 hopped on and asked, where am I? And, yeah, I don't know. It's an important reminder. I think, again, we take so often things for granted, the littlest things, and certainly breathing isn't a little thing. But it's obviously something that'd be real easy to take for granted and to forget about and to not appreciate. So just if you take a moment and take a few deep breaths, anytime somebody that named Breathe hops on my show, we're gonna all be a little better. And maybe that's what the show should become. I should do like a live yoga class. Good Morning with Ken Yoga. I mean, that's a horrible name for a would-be potential live yoga class. And I couldn't wear this leather coat. I could wear this blue hat because it says gymnastics on it. Breathe followed the live creator. Now, possibly she'll be tuning into my show every morning, and I will do that sequence where we'll all take a few deep breaths together. And won't the world be a better place? At least the world for the 12 people that are watching today. So here's to the 12 people that are watching, and another one to breathe. Oh. But again, it's Thursday morning, and I talk about listening to positive affirmations a lot. And one of the affirmations I struggle with, because I kind of believe in toiling with my own struggles and dealing with them as best as I can, and working through challenges on my own as much as possible. But one of the affirmations that always is repeated when I'm listening to it during the night is, it's okay to ask for help. And this morning I woke up and was going, I wonder, after I take the next two steps, what do I need to do? And I thought about it, and there was a couple friends that I needed favors from, and I reached out to both, and I don't know what my point is, but it got me feeling good and got me moving forward and developing a plan, and got me here going live in front of you today. And just like to thank those friends for being there for me, and I don't know, doing the favors I needed and helping me a little bit along on my journey, because I think sometimes, I'm fortunate to have a good circle of supportive and loving friends, and I remind myself of that every day. And maybe it's possible some people aren't as fortunate as I am in that way. So here's to my friends, and thank you, friends. Nate, are you joking? A birthday shout out. Is Ralph Sanchez watching? Is Ralph Sanchez watching? Nate, I'd give him a whole song. I started doing the show. I've been very active as a content creator for the last 2.5 years. The show started 5 years ago just because I needed somewhere to talk. So I started talking live on a social media platform, and people started watching and connecting. And so I realized I was onto something. I was busting my butt trying to sell real estate for, it was 12 years at that time, and working so hard at it and going, hey, people only like me so much as a realtor, but they seem to really like Coffee with Ken. And about 2.5 years ago, I started phasing out my dreams of dominating the world of real estate and chasing my dreams of content creation, and have done that very purposefully the last 2.5 years. And my long-winded point is, about 1.5 years ago, I started singing happy birthday to people whose birthday it was on my show. But nobody said it was their birthday. Nobody said it was their birthday till today. And although it's not Nate's birthday today, it's Ralph Sanchez's birthday, and Ralph Sanchez is sleeping. In my mind, I'm wondering if, just because I haven't done it in a while, and just to kind of stretch out the old vocal cords, if Ralph Sanchez needs a happy birthday song sitting outside a Starbucks. And my happy birthday songs aren't just the quiet happy birthday songs that we all kind of embarrassingly sing when we're at a restaurant or, around the dinner with the family. I like to belt them out. I don't know, maybe Ralph Sanchez doesn't need me belting out a happy birthday song. Maybe he's satisfied with the amount of coverage his birthday has gotten today. Maybe. I'll think about it. But let's have a little more coffee. I'm so excited to be at Starbucks today early. Felt a little bad. Left a sleeping household of people, including my 2 little babies. Let them know I was going in terms of a text. That's what kids do these days. I don't know. I thought about writing a note and leaving it in my bed and saying, hey, I'm going to Starbucks. I got some work to do. But instead, I sent a text. Makes me think when I was ordering my coffee this morning, I struggled a little bit with the payment process. And I'm 55, but I like to think I'm fairly tech savvy, but I'm not as tech savvy as the kids are. And there was a young woman who had the hiccups, by the way. That's how I know she was young. She was hiccuping. And I don't know, I haven't had the hiccups in a long, long time, but I remember really being afflicted with the hiccups as a kid and thinking how, I don't know if it's miserable. I don't even know if it's problematic, but I'd say the hiccups are kind of annoying at least. And this woman was having the hiccups, and I was saying, hey, you must be very young. I don't remember getting the last time I got the hiccups. My little baby had them yesterday. And she goes, how old's your little baby? And I go, a year and a half. I got a whole bunch of them. She goes, oh, congratulations. So you never know. You never know what might bring people together for a conversation. So valuable is that one. Like the hiccups. But a little more coffee. Oh, hold on. But between our conversation about hiccups and me fumbling over all that, hi, Kayla. It's fairly chilly. I don't know the temperature. I'd look it up, but again, I'm talking live on my phone, so I can't look it up. But amidst me talking to this woman, the barista at Starbucks, nice young lady, I was fumbling around with my app and then had to put a payment card in, and I didn't know if it was a swipe or a stick in or a scan and then I put my phone away thinking the transaction was done because I saw it was approved on the little thing, and I put my phone away, and she goes, oh, you got to scan for your purchase. And I go, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. And I hate feeling guilty for something you didn't intentionally do, but I felt like I was trying to steal the coffee for a minute, but I figured she probably didn't think I was really trying to steal the coffee. She probably just thought I was a confused, doddering old man. And to her, I am a confused, doddering old man, which gets me back to my point. She probably, I'm not sure what type of card it is, a scan, a slide, a stick in. Don't know how many times you gotta bring out the app and have them scan it. You don't know. For more valuable content like this, stay tuned to Coffee with Ken every morning, or almost every morning. I almost didn't go live this morning. Did I get that $5 cup of coffee? Magnolia, it's not $5. It's not $5. It was $3.53, which is more expensive than one can make a cup of coffee at home. Yes, that's true. But I'll tell you what, I think it's a great value. I see people coming in and driving off, and there's a gentleman leaving with what looks to be like an iced Coke, but it's probably not an iced Coke because he came to Starbucks. So I'm going to guess it's an iced coffee and a little bag of something that just walked off, and he's going to drive away. And I'll tell you what, he may have spent $10 or so just now and be driving off. And I mean, maybe he's happy with that, and maybe he gets a good value. Obviously, he must think he gets a good value or he wouldn't do it. But a lot of people bemoan the price that is Starbucks. But I'll tell you what, if you work from home or from mobile, what have you, and all you need is your laptop and Wi-Fi. And again, I was a realtor for 17 years, so because of that, I did most of my work sitting at a Starbucks and getting refills and enjoying the people watching and enjoying the soft leather chairs and enjoying life. So I think Starbucks, I think some people probably spend $7-8 driving to work, grabbing I don't know what it is, iced vanilla frappuccino or something like that. And whatever, if that's what they do, and that's why Starbucks is able to offer cheapskates like me free refills for all of you generous people that are buying their $7 cups through the drive-up. So cheers to the $7 coffee buyers. My phone was glitching a little bit because I was hooked to the Wi-Fi, yet too far away from it apparently at the beginning. My thought, and in the back of my mind as I talk live, hello Tracy from Indiana, I'm worried about the level of glitchiness at the beginning of the video. And I always post these lives on various social media platforms, as I said, to grow my audience and to build my following. And I'm wondering if it was so glitchy that I'm going to have to cut off the first half of that video. I guess I don't know. I probably won't. That would require more work. And I believe done is better than perfect. And I'm really good at done. And I'm not good at perfect at all. And I'm okay with imperfection, and I'm okay that I haven't showered today, and that I'm in front of you wearing a light blue hat, and, I don't know, gloves that somewhere have a rip in them, and hopefully don't have anything in my teeth. I wouldn't be okay if I had something in my teeth. I like to say I'm okay just as I am, but I'll tell you, I'm as insecure as the next guy. Hello, good morning. It's colder than I thought. Do you know, you're telling me I'm sitting out here. I'm a fool. They do free refills, Magnolia wants to know. They do. On the regular coffee, if you have the app, you get free refills. And so many people don't know it. I mean, apparently, Starbucks doesn't really do commercials. Enjoy your day. Starbucks doesn't really do, there aren't really any commercials anymore. The only commercials you see are guys like me on, I don't know, social media hopping on going, hey, come enjoy a free refill at Starbucks. Just sign up for the app. It's a great value. Come on down to Starbucks and enjoy a hot cup of coffee today. I might clip that into a commercial. See if they pay me $10 million for doing it. Or perhaps they'll sue me because I'm promoting their free refills. But all joking aside, yeah, they do free refills while you're in store. You can bring your laptop. You can get your large ice water, which is delicious and good for you, and sit all day. And sometimes I have. And enjoy the hot caffeinated beauty that is Starbucks coffee. Yeah. So I'm not sure what time it is. I don't know how long I've been talking or how much I have for you today. I feel really fortunate that I was able to hop on live. Good morning. I surprised him, but he looked happy surprised. He looked happy surprised. He gave me a nice smile. Whatever type of car he has what looks to be a Shamrock on the front. I wonder what that makes it. Is it an Alfa Romeo? Some sort of SUV. Looks like a Shamrock. I think it might be an Alfa Romeo. I do not know why they would have a Shamrock on it, but it looks interesting for an SUV. Yeah, you're welcome, Magnolia. He was a well-dressed, put-together man. His sweater was taut. He had a collared shirt. Let's see what kind of car that was. Why, yes. It was an Alfa Romeo SUV. What do you guys think about that? Like high-end cars that come out with like SUVs, and I like Porsches and I like German cars, and I once, I don't know, about 30 years ago, almost to the day, owned a Porsche 968. And because of that, I've always thought of that brand of car being strictly a sports car. But now they have their SUVs, and they have, not sedans. I mean, but they're four-door sedans. I mean, they're four-door, so I guess they're sedans, but they're certainly sporty. I don't know if it's a Cayenne or what's it called, Carrera maybe, or something like, not Carrera. But either way, they have a four-door option as well. And I'm not sure how I feel about cars like Alfa Romeo or Porsches coming out with SUVs. I mean, I'm not necessarily against it, but I think I'm more confused than anything else. Because, again, I think of a certain brand, and I think of sports car when I think of Porsche. And I don't know what I think of Alfa Romeo, but I didn't expect it to be an SUV. I don't know. That's all I got about that. So let's drink a little more coffee. It's kind of fun to be live outside. I might try it again. You have so much to look at and so much to think about, and you can talk about garbage trucks, or you can strike up conversations with people coming and going. And hello there. It's a little more traffic here than I expected. But since you guys are probably wondering, it's a Ford F-150. It's black. Looks nice, four-door. At this age in life, I think I could see myself in one of those. And again, I'm not that manly or that macho or don't haul around, gear that often. But I like the thought of me hurling something in back, like some tires, and having it land in the back, and me being rugged and not caring that that I'm throwing something heavy in the back of my car or what have you. But that's a nice looking truck. It's a nice looking truck you got there.
Thanks.
I'm admiring it.
It's my parents' stuff.
Have I met you before?
I don't know, maybe.
Because I think I might have asked you about that truck, because I was considering buying it, and some woman said, "Oh, it's my parents."
Oh,
It probably was you.
Yeah.
I'm admiring it again. Maybe
I still like it. So.
maybe God's sending me a message. I should get myself one.
No, good timing.
All right. Have a great day. Again, you never know what you're going to get, or even if you want what you're going to get on Coffee with Ken, but you know you're going to get it. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know how much I have for you, but I so appreciate you hopping on this chilly Thursday morning. Truck makes a weird noise as it's backing up. But anyway, I so appreciate you watching and following along in my journey that is Coffee with Ken, and sharing some coffee with me on this chilly morning. And I don't know, just sharing part of your day. It means a lot to me for you guys hopping on and engaging with me, and let me engage back, and watch me drink some coffee and share some random thoughts I have as I get my morning started today. So again, yeah, I so appreciate you. And hello, DJ Gary from Texas. Thank you for joining. I always feel guilty, especially when somebody engages like that. Signing off. Thank you very much. Going to be 87 here in Charlotte, North Carolina, Ryan says. I mean, it's fairly cold. It's fairly cold. I rode my scooter here. I mean, it might be low 40s. Although you can see the steam. It's fairly cold. Somebody Google what it is right now in Naperville. Or Chicago. We could go with that. But either way, it's fairly cold. Show us what you're looking at. No. No, Vanessa, I won't. Hello from Arlington Heights. Thank you for joining. Sorry, Vanessa. I'm just kind of looking around. Getting ready to sign off, getting ready to work in 12 minutes. Well, you have an awesome day of work today, Ryan. And DJ Gary OC wants to know what my favorite coffee is. I would say my favorite coffee is the Starbucks Sumatra. If I had to have one coffee the rest of my life, that would be it. But fortunately, I do not have to have one coffee the rest of my life, so I get to mix it up with flavors, and I like the pumpkin spice, I like the cinnamon dolce, I like the toasted coconut mocha. I like all sorts of different coffees, and again, I think variety is truly the spice of life. But if I had to have one for the rest of my life, I don't think I could do. I would be too disappointed with getting the Starbucks Sumatra coffee going forward, because it's big and it's full of flavor and it tastes like coffee. And yeah, so one more sip and then maybe I'll sign off, unless I find an excuse to keep talking. They do offer free refills on that. What's the temp there? I don't know. I'm going to guess low 40s. I will say this. I'm sitting outside a Starbucks drive-up, and so much of their business these days seems, just from my observation, is people pulling up, parking their car, walking in and walking out with coffee. And that's just not the way I play it. I get my value from my Starbucks, and I come in and usually spend a couple hours and try and get some work done. And I got more work done than I even bargained for today, hopping on live. And I'm thankful for that because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to go live today. But one thing led to another, and here I am. And if you're struggling out there and you don't know what direction to take your life, I'll tell you, just start moving forward and don't look too far ahead and take those next couple steps, because I've struggled with anxiety all my life and sometimes found myself paralyzed by fear and not knowing which way to go. And the best way to go is just move forward. So if you're struggling, just take those next two steps. Just take those next two steps. And you'll find yourself where you need to go. So thank you so much for joining me again on this Thursday morning. I appreciate you hopping on with Coffee with Ken. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you subscribe to my page. Hope you are feeling good. I hope you're loving yourself. I hope you're forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.